I need a hello. I know, I caught you by surprise, right? I know. You're the one that paid the cover charge. And you're not ready? Okay. Here, I'm going to give you your money back. Breaking up big rocks on the chain gang. Breaking rocks and serving my time. Breaking up big rocks on the chain gang. 'Cause a big convicted of crime. Well, hold it steady right there while I hit it. Oh, there I reckon that to get it. I've been working. Yeah. And working, but I still got so terrible long to go. No, I'm not ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, breaking up big rocks on the chain gang at the Duncan Showroom. Eugene Smith's Stories and Tales, Tunage and Travels, whatever we call it. Issue number 38. May the 4th be with you. What'd I say?
The 4th.
38.
May the 4th be with you, number 38.
38 on May the 4th be with you. Nice. How's everybody doing? Welcome.
Yes.
Eugene, you're looking good.
I feel good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel fine. I'm still a little mixed up about days and weeks and what's going on.
I know, it's confusing.
You know, I was supposed to get a foot treatment today.
What happened there?
Well, I got down there and I walk in and she says, "Oh, you're here for Evie?" And I said, "Yes." And she looks at the book and she says, "Well, it's not till next Tuesday, Eugene."
Oh. So you've been abandoned twice today, once by your memory and once by your driver.
I know that's why when
terrible.
You called me up and said you couldn't.
You were feeling down already.
I was going, "Oh my God."
Well, you know, when the world gets you down, they just like to kick you twice.
I know that's what happened. But anyways, I got to sit out in the sun.
Good.
At City Hall, and
Ooh.
It was nice, you know,
Nice.
like waiting for a taxi to come and get me at 2:30, whatever.
Right.
So that was nice, you know, just to sit there and
Yeah.
watch people watch and car
Oh,
watch.
it's fun.
And, yeah, especially on a day like today.
Well, I was reminded by an Ontarian who I was speaking to recently, and we really don't realize how lucky we are. I mean, they went into full lockdown, and we're just flouncing around. I was at the market on Saturday, you know, 20% of the people, no masking, and who knows whether masks work or not. They're probably helpful in certain situations.
Oh, for sure.
But I think we probably are a little lackadaisical. We don't realize how hard some of the other populated zones have had it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, it's hard, really hard on them.
Yeah, and you're still thinking about going back there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure. Your ladies on there. Who else we got? Carol Gordon says you're worth waiting for, but don't tell him that. Okay. Rob Russlin and Victoria, hi. What are you going to start us off with today?
Well, I thought I'd do a song that I don't do very often. I like to do it every so often. Let's put it that way.
We love this one.
Had a notion the other day, I ain't included you. Thought maybe like to come my way, if you had a mind to. Said we wouldn't be gone for long, we have a ball. Oh Lord, just to be with you. I gotta know once and for all. Amy, why, come on. I love you. Amy, why, come on, girl. I say I love you. You said you had to pack a few things, or you'd be just a while. You said I might as well come in and sit and wait a bit. Then you turned left with a smile. We were gone around 2:30, headed down 25. One Lord, just to be with you. I felt like what you call man alive. All right, Amy, why, come on. I love you. Amy, why, come on, gal. I love you. This has never happened before. It may never happen again. We haven't felt this happy, oh no, since we don't know when. Well, we stopped at this little park just along the way, and all the children and grown-ups are gathered around. Something was going on. It was a bright, sunny day. Punch and Judy were doing their thing as good puppets go. One Lord, just to see you smile, I've got to let you know. All right, Amy, why, come on, gal. I say I love you. Amy, why, come on, girl. I know I love you. Well, I say I love you. Well, now you know I love you. Amy, why? I love you. Me, why? Amy, oh yeah, I love you. Yeah, yes I do.
Yeah. All right. Love that song. And yeah, you don't play it a lot, but
No,
it's
I
sure
don't.
good to hear it. Well, it was your hit back in the day and charting in Leamington there and elsewhere. And, you know, do you find that when you played a song a lot early in your career that you just kind of don't visit it as much?
Well, especially now with COVID, I'm not playing hardly anywhere
Yeah.
except for here and
Yeah.
you know at home. But basically, so yeah, and what happens is over the years you write more songs or you learn
Yeah.
other people's songs. You add to your repertoire, and what happens is some of the songs you used to do, even of your own, you don't do them anymore.
Right,
you
right.
know.
Yeah.
You know, but there are some that I keep up, like A Piece of Wood and stuff like that. 'cause
The masterpiece.
like there are some tunes, or even Amy, like you
Yeah.
know. But Amy's like, you know, it's just I've done it so many times. It's like
Right.
And each time I do it, I feel it differently. Like you know, it's just
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I've said that to you before. I know it because, of course, I've seen you perform so many times over the years, and you do always bring sort of different nuances to it depending on the day and you know where it's evolving for you. So I always admire that you know it's not a static thing. It's not like you're
No.
trying to play it the same way you played it then.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
anything.
exactly. So it works out that way. I mean,
Yeah.
there, like even Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. I've been doing that since
Right.
I was a teenager, and I
Wow.
just never threw it out of my repertoire. I just kept it. Was one of those tunes,
Yeah.
and I do it differently each time. You know, I feel it differently. You know,
Yes.
I'm like being on the West Coast, I really feel like I'm sitting on the dock of the bay at times with island time and everything, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, you were recently at the Cowichan Community Center. I think we're back to calling it that for a show invited by, his name, Ashley Foote.
Oh, Ashley Foote.
A talented young man who's returned to the Valley. He's got a history in musical theater.
Yeah.
And now we weren't meaning to say anything negative about the community center, but I said to you, well, did they dress the set for you? Now, a professional set dresser like Longevity John would have put you in a nice backdrop and made you feel comfortable. And, you know, I thought they would, with all their experience, they might have made a tiny set for you. But
no, they didn't. No, they didn't.
You had nice lights, though.
But I had nice
Good
lighting
lights.
and cameras, and and they set me up sound-wise. They did an excellent job there.
Nice.
So, yeah, but it was weird sitting on that big stage. 731 people.
I know.
Seater. Yeah. And every once in a while I look out and say, "Excuse me, sir, could you sit down? The people behind you can't see." And
Give it a little live action.
And I went, "Boo." And I went, "Who said that out there? Who's booing me?"
Is this the Dylan Gone Electric phase? Who's booing? That's right. Jeez.
But it was good. But what happened was I was doing one song after another.
Yeah.
And I know I haven't been singing like that in a long time.
Oh, that's a big show.
Yeah, you know, and my voice started to give out a little bit. I could feel it was getting hoarse, you know.
Yeah. Well, we're a little sad today, probably by accident, but our guest, if you'll pan over there, Doctor, is Mr. Invisibility today. We had the wonderful Ed Peekikook scheduled, and it's probably possible that he forgot or something happened anyway. So we're disappointed not to have Ed. He's a wonderful entertainer and such a talented guy. Also a visual artist.
Oh yes, for sure.
And Cree storyteller. He's just a real gem, like yourself, sir. To have a couple of real gems together would have been fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to carry on. We now I don't know if we poo-pooed the idea of there he is. Oh, sorry, I'm forgetting the delay. Ted's panning over now. I'm thinking it's real time. Never mind, Bill. I don't know if John ran away upstairs, but that wasn't a terrible idea to let him do a little plug maybe after your second song for his plans for the summer, is it?
We think we can get John back down here?
We'll get him all the way back down? He might be listening. John, we still love you, and if you want to come back downstairs, we're glad to put you on stage because you're a gem as well. And give us a little update on what's happening with the plans for 39 days. And you, sir, your plans are sort of up in the air.
Up in the air when it comes to flying. Whatever. Well, I don't know what the rules are going to be. Right now, it's okay. I can go right now, but they may change.
Yeah.
You know, who knows? We'll see what happens. But that's just the way it goes.
Just the way it is. Victoria, we still love you. We're not, hesitating on any front.
It's like coming downtown today. Thinking my appointment was today, and it wasn't. And that's the days are getting confusing a little bit because I'm not doing as much as I used to. Like,
that's right.
Let me put it this way: I'm not writing in my calendar like
what's happening.
Whatever. Yeah. What's happening? Dates.
Well, as I told you, my plans for the travel to Whitehorse were delayed as well with the restrictions. And it may be that after the long weekend in May, when things change, I can drive up there. I'll probably be going the second week of June. Mm-hmm. And I think if I get through BC without getting arrested or fined or shot, then I'll be, when I come to the Yukon border, I can just tell them I'm, what's not cloistering? What's that word when you isolate?
Isolate.
In my brother's basement.
Yeah.
I'll be working by myself, and they're going to slide some food under the door, basically. I got my own shower down there and potty, and I'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be good. So,
but right now you can't go there, right?
I don't think so. No, it said self-isolation, meaning a hotel. Mm-hmm. If you had a reason like work, which I think they mean permanent job or something, or government job.
Government job.
They have a lot of people who work in the government up there who are connected to Victoria or Vancouver, So there's a regular junket run from Whitehorse to Vancouver to Victoria to Whitehorse.
Oh, okay.
I think because it is the government town,
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Go up there and meet. I want to meet a woman who drives a dog sled. It's the wrong season, but you know what I mean. Somebody to keep me warm in the winter. Well, you want to play us another song?
Yeah,
there,
sure.
John's making his way downstairs.
It seems like people are getting their wish. I have to play a little more today. Hey, is that right, Tim?
Rob says Ontario's like East Germany. Ooh, that's heavy, Rob.
You got me peeping, you got me hiding. You got me peep, hide, peep, hide. Any way you want me to go. Yeah, 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 yeah. You got me doing what you want me. Baby, what you want me to do. I'm going up, I'm going down. I'm going up, down, anywhere you want me to go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me. Baby, what you want me to do. I'm going in, I'm going out. I'm going in, out, in, out, in, out, anywhere you want me to go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me, baby, what you want me to do. Boom, ba, ba, da, ba, da, bum, ba, da. Bum, ba, da, 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 bum. Boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, boom, boom. All right. I'm going up, I'm going down. I'm going up, down, anywhere you want me to go. Oh, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me. Baby, what you want me to do. You got me doing what you want me. Baby, what you want me to do. Oh, yeah. You got me doing what you want me. Baby, what you want me. Oh, want me now, come on, girl. You got me peeping and a hiding, slipping and a sliding, going up and down, around and over and out and down. Woo! Hey, 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 hey. Oh. Boom, bum, ba, da, ba, da, bum, bum, bum. You got me peeping, you got me hiding, you got me peep hide, anywhere you want me to go. Yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me. Baby, what you want me to do and what you want me. Baby, what you want me to do and what you want me. Baby, what you want me to do.
Hey, peeping and a popping, slipping and a sliding. That's not referring to any biblical act or anything, is it?
No,
I
it's
didn't think so.
Just a blues tune.
Sure, Gene, sure. It's funny, when Malachi was here last week, it was killing me. I so much wanted to ask him if he'd found out what the strawberries were for yet. These impulses aren't always the right ones. He's a little young yet.
Did John make it downstairs?
John is here. I was
okay.
hoping he'd bring his spoons with him for the final number, but he's here. Come on up, John. One of these days we'll get him to play percussion with you. He was a renowned... John was a renowned pizza box player in his day.
When I first moved
I think the word is infamous.
Infamous, right. Yeah. And you were always
With
on
full.
time. You kept good time.
Yeah.
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 How you doing,
Also,
sir?
I also played pizza box. Too.
And the pizza box.
I
and
was one of
kept
the
time.
top 5 pizza box players
You
in
were.
Canada.
You were.
Assuming there was 4 others.
I remember when I first moved here, you were playing the pizza box.
Yeah.
That's right.
I have a pizza box that Mishpulio signed, and it was a nondescript white box. And he says, "I didn't know the white ones could sound so good."
Ooh.
Well, we were talking. It was a long story. We won't go into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
But
keeping
same
well?
as the T-shirt. We won't go into that either.
Right. You're keeping well? And,
Well, right now, busy and heck. We're getting ready for the 39 days of July, and if there was any way, sorry, Victoria, if there's any way that I can postpone his leaving here till the 27th or the 28th, so I can get him to perform at least
I
once at the 39 days of July. It's our 10th anniversary this year.
oh, that's right. That would be
Yes,
big.
10 years. This was just a little one-time, let's do it for celebration of
Right.
Centennial.
Yeah.
Right, and then everyone said, "Let's do it again." So we did it again, and we've managed to. Matter of fact, that's how Dr. Ted Cadillac ended up here.
Well, that's right. I remember that year. You were indisposed.
I had a stroke 16
Yeah.
days before the festival, and
Wow.
he got a hold of George and said, "Hey, I think I can help John out." And
Right.
It turns out that he had the same. We were in the same business, right, entertainment,
Yeah,
and he had a venue over in Hot Springs, Harrison Hot Springs, and it had closed on November 30th, the same day as we had to close. You remember that day?
I closed you down.
Yes, you do. He's known for that.
Poetry.
But we, so we had some things in common. One of the things in common is that we'd never met each other. So when he came to pick me up at the hospital, I had no idea what I was looking for, nor him. And he was an hour late because his truck needed to be fixed. And it was the day after his birthday, and I was just going. But, we've managed to pull this off now.
Nice.
That's right.
Working together.
He's
Yeah.
been, it was our 3rd year, so he's been 7 years. This will be his 7th year.
Doctor's been here 7 years? Wow.
Your 8th year.
He is such a part of the family. Yeah. Wow. 8 years. Gosh. And you guys are magical. I mean, that's a huge undertaking. 39 days of live music, and
8 hours a day,
it's incredible. It's incredible.
every hour on the hour.
And for the most part, you stay in good humor. So that's
Well, that's the part
feat in
I'm
itself.
always amused at. I mean, well, let's put it this way. Some of the bands get up on the 28th day or the 32nd day, and they're going, "We would like to shut up.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for 32 days." So you just get used to the idea that we're doing it our way, right?
Right.
That's the way it would work out. It's always good. But we always have a great time, and I haven't had any musician yet not have a good time.
Not have
Because
a
it's the audience, because it's free to the public, it's in the park, and that all happened because I had stopped in Regina one day, driving through Regina instead of the bypass on a sunny day, and what's going on in the park? So I pulled over, found a parking spot, went in, and they were having a festival, much the same as the one down in London, Ontario, and where they have an outdoor stage, and it's sectioned off, And if you're inside that section, then you go by the festival etiquette, which is shut up and listen,
Yeah.
right? Or sing along, or do whatever the performer would like you to be doing at that moment. And anybody can stand outside that fence, that's okay, or be any part of it. But it just meant sure that there was a concentrated group of people. So we sort of took those ideas and brought it to this particular spot. And it's worked out really good because every performer is amazed at how attentive the audiences are.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the music that they're listening to is stuff they've never heard before,
That's right.
What was the theater place that used to be here? The Fringe.
Well, we had a Fringe Theater.
We had the Fringe Theater Group.
Fringe Festival, yeah.
The Fringe Festival, and so you've taken over from that because that was a huge thing. And
Well,
this
that
is
took over
because-
5 or 6. It was about 2 weeks or something, or a week or 2 weeks that it took. It was, and they
Just
had a
2
tent
weeks,
out
yeah.
here in this parking lot, in various venues and all that. And it was a community event. It brought the community together, specifically in the arts, right? Who want to come together and be a part of that. And when you start realizing, and you start seeing people like 1 or 2 shows, you see the same person. Well, the next thing you know is you see them on the street at another time. You stop, you talk.
Yeah.
Right? And once a community knows who their community is, crime goes down.
Crime goes down.
Yeah. It's a big thing for people to know
That's true.
who's in there, and to share experiences. Once you've shared a common experience, it
Yes.
makes that
Yeah.
community that much tighter. Which is why I want people to have the opportunity to feel like I did the first time I heard Amy.
Oh,
yeah.
my
Oh my goodness! I mean, when you just started playing it, I was like, oh, off in the groove again.
We'd love to have you here, Gene. Even if you delayed
Please, Victoria.
And we have them the first weekend, eh?
Yeah, just the first weekend.
The first weekend.
I have to tell you a story. Seeing how it's tunage, I just thought of a story when you said Amy and that song. Years ago, the Canoe Club, down in Victoria,
Yes.
where they would make their own beer and everything. Well, I was asked to play. They wanted me to play there, but they wanted to audition me in this office at the Canoe Club, and so I drove down. I drove down to Victoria, and I go in this room, and there's these two guys and this woman in the room, and they're all want to hear me do some, because they'd never heard my songs before. They didn't know who I was, and I was just recommended to them, right? So I sit down in this chair and I start to play Amy, and I get going and I'm playing. I'm, Dad, I'm going, I'm going like this, and I start singing da 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 da, and I'm right into the tune, and my chair breaks. And my chair breaks, and I'm on the floor. And I'm looking up like this, and my guitar's like, and I just kept playing and singing.
See, you can do it.
I got the job. The guy gave me the job because he said he'd never seen that before. He said, you didn't even miss a beat. You just kept playing. I said, yeah. He said, well, you got the job, and that's how I ended up playing at the Canoe Club.
That was a bit of a segue, wasn't it? I think he's avoiding us nailing him down for a date.
Yes, I know. I'm getting that kind of feeling. But it sure would be nice because, again, Amy, for me, when I first heard it, was one of those, it just grabbed me. And then I'd run into you, and you're giving me an album down in Kingston.
In Kingston that time, yes.
Oh, yeah, when we're talking about this,
You two met in Ontario?
You had reminded me when you were telling that other story. After Eugene had come here and he was staying at my house, and he had been over in Vancouver for a day or so, and he was coming back to do a show, and we're doing it up at Vimy Hall. It's a Sunday night, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for time. I'm like, where is he? We haven't done a sound check yet, right? And then he comes wandering in, right? Sauntering in, not wandering, sauntering in. Gets up on the stage, and I'm like just frantic because at this point I'm new in the game, right? Well, a lot newer than I am now, and you're always learning. And I was kind of edgy about the fact that sound check shouldn't there have been a sound check. He says, looks at me, and says, I don't need no sound check. And you know what? I realized then and there that the sound system was only there for enhancement because he could fill this Vimy Hall without the PA, right? It was just a wonderful thing to go through.
Nice.
Yeah.
He was right that time, too.
Well, now you two are very interesting guests. You hop all over the place. But what the heck happened when you met in Kingston?
We were there. I was there with Gleno, and we were going to see the Mahones were having a CD release in a bar where they had it outdoors, and it was in January. It was sometime in the winter.
Yeah, it was October.
But it was cold, right?
Yeah.
And Eugene walks up, and he's playing around the corner, and he asks us, and he said, well, you should drop by and see me tonight. And I said, oh, sure, I'd like to do that. Well, things being what it is, and the Mahones being who they are, and Finney, we just never got out of there, right? And I felt bad about it. And the next day I was leaving. We were at
the restaurant.
That restaurant, which is, I always forget the name. Morrison's. And that's where all the university students go. It's a huge, that's breakfast on Saturday or any day of the week, right?
Yeah.
And it's not that their food is great or anything, it's just that it became that place, right?
Yeah.
It's across from the big city square area, parking and all that, in the city hall. So Glenn and I were just walking out, and Eugene was walking in. I went, hey, sorry I didn't make it last night. That's too bad, And he says, well, that's the way it goes, and everything else like that. And I found out then very quickly that he was on his way out west. He was leaving on the train on Wednesday. And I said, well, we're leaving today.
Yeah.
You should have caught a ride with us. He says, no, I like the train.
Right.
And now I understand.
Yes, he
loves the train. He loves it.
Yeah.
So I gave him my card, and because I had some cards.
And
back
I gave
then.
you an album that day.
Yeah, and you gave me an album, and I said, and so I gave him the card, and I said, look me up, but be careful.
Right. What happened?
You might not get out of town if you show up.
Right.
He says, yeah. So I came out here. I thought I was going to be living with my son at the time, and we're in Vancouver. It didn't work out with us, but anyways, everything's cool. But so I'm sitting in the hotel room, And I'm thinking, what am I going to do? I don't want to live in Vancouver, and I don't want. What am I going to go? And I remembered I had John's card, so I pulled out the card and I called him, and he says, "Yeah, sure, come on over." And he picked me up in Nanaimo.
Yeah.
And brought me back to his place, and that was 23 years ago.
I told him it was small. If anyone had
Yeah.
ever been to that cabin on Gibbons Road, it was
Oh.
a 2-bedroom house, living room with a fireplace, no running water, no electricity, but it was a fun little place.
Oh, it was.
And then when you look at the hallways and how small it was in there, the two of us, our size,
Big man.
tried to cohabitate
Oh,
in that space. And it was just like, you couldn't
used to have
pass
to
each other in the hallway.
I used to have to sleep with my clothes on.
Well,
It was chilly.
I would have recommended that.
No, well, and then Pat St. Pierre, I'd go over to her place, and I'd say, Pat, I need to take a shower. I need to warm up. So I'd go over to Pat's place, and I'd stand in the shower for a half an hour, and then I'd get dressed, and I'd dry off, get dressed, and come back and jump into the bunk bed and be nice and warm and cozy, and I could go to sleep, you know.
Pat St. Pierre just passed away recently.
Oh,
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
bless her soul.
Yes.
She was a
Yeah.
great,
Bless her.
yeah, what a great entity she was to the arts.
Yes, she was. Remember.
Also a big fan of Eugene's.
She was.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a big fan of mine and live music and Willie P. Bennett. She liked Willie P.
Yeah, she did.
She got to work with the Peter Zosky live show
She did.
from the
Oh.
beginning to the end. She was the lady who sort of helped put that
Really?
together. And
Whoa.
CVC News World.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
put that together. That was part of her thing. And
Was
she
that out of
decided
Toronto?
to come back to her hometown
Yeah.
and hang out here and just did a lot of work for Somenos Marsh as well.
Yeah.
She was
In the
good
early
friends
days.
with David Suzuki, too.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
well, she
yeah.
had. It turns out that
Well,
she
the
could.
book club. The
A
book-
lot of
Yeah.
a lot of people she rubbed elbows
Oh, I
with.
bet.
and-
Famous
and,
authors.
She had the book festival
the book
that she
festival,
put together.
the
yeah.
What was it called?
Victoria North. Oh, what's the name of the insurance company?
Mutual.
Mutual.
Really? It was
Yes,
called that?
there was a big story about that because she
Yeah.
had friends who didn't like Mutual and she had to. But hey, they paid the bills.
Hey, if they pay the bills, you see
She
the
ran
name.
that for 10
Yeah.
years, and that was heralded as some of the finest writers in the world
Yeah, I
would come
know.
because Pat St. Pierre asked them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing, eh?
And I used to, when her mother was in the elderly home here, I used to go and play for her mom. And
Her
I
mom
ju-
was a ukulele player.
Yeah, I was just supposed to play for her mom, and would end up maybe playing for all these elderly people
Her-
would
her-
come into the room.
Her
you know.
mom used to be in a ukulele band in Vancouver in the early days, right?
Yeah, ukulele band. You guys are the best at unrelated segues. I tell you, it's like they could just keep going. And then there was my Uncle Harold.
How is Harold?
He's great. He plays the ukulele.
No, but I will tell you that that Harry Hull, who plays the piano up front of the Duncan
Oh,
Showroom
yeah.
and has for years,
Yeah.
has not been around for the last 4 or 5 months. It turns out he had a stroke.
Oh dear.
And we've been, Ted said that he was talking with someone the other day, and it turns out it's difficult for him to walk
Yeah.
and to be mobilized and all that. So he's probably not playing much piano, and he doesn't get downtown much at all. So it's
Oh.
for those of people who are always asking.
Yeah.
One of the characters that
He certainly was.
you know, you put a piano
Yeah.
up front, and the
Yeah,
guy
he-
comes along, and he just
Yeah, I was wondering why I walked when there was nobody playing the piano anymore. I heard-
well, he was there every day. Matter of fact, he was there for
Yeah, it
long
was
times in a
yeah,
day. We had to
yeah.
actually bring him down to a time that was,
Right, right.
you know.
Oh, that's too bad.
And is there 2 pianos there? I saw that cameo with Ted and Malachi. There's 2 pianos out there now?
Well, there is one was on the way out, but it
Oh.
hasn't got to the back yet because the one on the back is still being disassembled.
Okay.
And we have to
For
pay to take him
parts.
to the dump,
Right.
right? And that's the hard part. And we have another piano being given to us, a little.
I'd like to take a harp, just the board home, and mount it in my yard. Is that
Do you want one?
possible?
I got 2 of them in the back.
Oh, good. Good. My junk is your junk.
See the segue you got into there?
Yeah, see, it works. I hang around you guys, I get all loosey-goosey.
This is not about work. I'm not looking for work.
Well, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in today. And it's too bad Ed's not here, but we've got
miss you, Ed.
Longevity John
Well,
over here.
and
He
I do
filled
want to
in.
bring back.
He's got some more to say.
Well, yeah, I do. The 39 Days of July is this wonderful event that takes place. As I said, it's from long weekend to long weekend for those who are not familiar with it. And from July, the July long weekend,
Yeah.
which isn't happening this year the way we wanted it to.
No.
So we still do it for 39 days, right?
Yeah.
Because there is no other festival that does it for 39 days, right? And you can't go 40 days because that number's already taken, eh? Bible's got that one.
Noah?
40 days, 40 nights, all that stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, no. So we had 39 fell in our lap.
Yeah.
We took it. We've run with it. As I said, it's a wonderful way to engage the public with arts.
Yes.
In a sense, and a lot of the elders come out. I noticed one year on an August long weekend where most people in August, like they're going away, right? Even from here, even living in Paradise, they go looking for more Paradise.
Yeah.
And in the process, there's a lot of people left in town, and all these elders would come down all dressed up because to be going out.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't, they'd be sitting at home in their apartment.
Well, there's no Bonanza with a smorgasbord in Duncan. Remember that restaurant?
Oh,
Is it
yes.
called Bonanza?
Yeah.
Or,
Bonanza.
No, I don't.
What's the one I'm thinking of? Ponderosa.
Ponderosa.
Sorry. Those people would have been.
I
at
watch
the,
it every night, every day
yeah.
on TV. I
But
watch it.
you're right. It brings out that crowd, and they
Bonanza.
would not necessarily go to a music gig, would they? Like
No,
an
no.
organized.
So
paid one.
this was a kind of a situation where it worked. So without a doubt, I think these elders need to know that within their peer group, not that you're an elder,
No.
that you're old, but you are an elder
Yes.
in our community, right? And you have been here for over 20 years.
Yeah, but I look good.
So you owe it.
Whoa.
You
Cocky.
and cocky. Did we say cocky? You owe it, if you can possibly, to figure out a way this year. Either the Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and we'll put you on the plane Monday morning.
That's
we'll
the way to
guarantee you,
pressure.
Victoria. We'll put them on the plane.
He owes it to us, to the community.
To the community, not to us,
The
to
elders.
the community.
Oh,
to the
my
elders,
goodness.
the other elders.
Aren't
Did you
you
hear
glad
that?
we? Aren't you glad we called John down here?
I am. I'm so glad. I feel real good. Who's chatting with us now?
Oh,
They
Victoria
probably all
says,
left.
Victoria says you remind me of my rock chick days. Yeah. No, Carol. Jeffrey Smith.
That's
Your
my brother. That's
Hi, Jeff. Good to
Hey,
see you
Jeff.
out there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's referring to your new eyes. I think you can see the future is bright.
Well,
he's half seen it.
I've only got one eye done.
Yeah, Jeff.
One
maybe
eye
you know that.
still has to be done. So yes.
Nice.
If they don't do it soon, like I say, I'm going to get a parrot for my shoulder.
Good.
Go with the glasses that Bill gave you with one lens.
Yeah.
Lens.
Leanie's also watching on Facebook and cheering and clapping
Leanie!
and loving it.
Leanie,
Way
hey.
to go, Leanie. And it's open mic tonight. Oh, well, Leanie's not
Oh,
here.
yeah.
She's apparently not here because she's on the internet.
Oh,
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. And hopefully, who do we have next week there, Billy? It's
Kara Mccandless, a very talented local songwriter, daughter of Chuckles Mccandless, who we had 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
2 weeks
yes.
ago. 3
Yeah,
weeks.
okay.
Yeah. Very talented young lady. She's been doing lots of work online and good songwriter.
She won an award down at, she won the Victoria Rocktoria.
Oh, did
years
she?
ago. Yeah,
I
that's how I
believe
first
it.
met her. She was, she said, "Oh, I got a daughter down in Victoria," and then boom, I heard
Yeah.
her voice, and I just went, "Who is this?" Thank goodness
Yeah.
she moved up to the valley, and she's also with a band called Pixel.
Pixels is wonderful.
Right, and we're hoping to have them at the 39 Days of July.
Oh, those guys are
July,
great.
along with Eugene Smith.
Nice. Well, yeah, he'll be there.
I saw Naomi from Pixel today, and she says she definitely
Naomi,
wants in
yes.
for the 39 days.
Yes,
Good.
She'll be in touch.
Good.
she has been.
Good. Well, thank you so much, John. You can stay and give us some tap in the knee percussion, some hooting along, some singing along.
Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Well, good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Well, come on back next week now, and we'll play you some more. Come
Yeah.
on, Billy.
I'd like to say goodnight to everybody out there in internet land. Thank you for having us for 38 editions. And thank you to our super host, Longevity John, for coming down to visit us. Dr. Ted Cadillac on the board, and all our supporters out in internet land. Don't forget to send in your tips. Hope you enjoyed the show.
How about you, John?
Yes, this man sitting next to me, he's going to do it. He's going to stay. He's going to play for us. Yes, he is. At the 39 Days of July, he's going to rock it out. We're going to have a good time. We're going to rock away.
Rock, rock, rock.
And I don't remember the last line.
Hip hop lyrics. You gotta stay now.
Say good night, everybody.
Oh, good night, everybody.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, good Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, come on back next week and we'll play you. We're gonna play you. Oh, yeah. We're gonna play you. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, good night, everybody.
And next week's show is the 39th.
Well, good night, everybody.
There's that number, 39. Once again.
Well, come on back next week. We'll play you some more.
Yes, we will.
39 days.
Of July. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Eugene Smith and Longevity John. All right.
Am I ever glad
Good
this
night,
guy
everybody.
decided
My
to
name's
stay?
Bill Levity,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Ted Cadillac. See y'all next week.
Next week it'll be.
Good.
Number 39.
Number 39. Ooh. Good work, lads. Yeah, you two are all over the map. That's exciting.
When he caught me robbing his store. Hold it steady right there while I hit it. Oh, yeah. There, I reckon that ought to get it. I've been working and working. But I still got so terrible long to go. Yeah, you know, I got so terrible long to. Breaking up big rocks on the chain gang. Breaking rocks and serving. Oh yeah, I'm serving mine. All right. That was for the ladies. There you go.